Hello and welcome to another episode of Momentum. I'm your host, Philip Allison. Our guest today is Philippe Schicker, a junior majoring in mechanical engineering. Philippe, welcome.
Hi, thank you for having me.
No problem, glad to have you here. You are originally from Hamburg, Germany, which is not very close to here.
Nope.
So how did you end up in Starkville?
So originally I was an exchange student, a very typical high school exchange student, and I was about 15 years old, and that was in 2013. And I really just wanted to kind of get away from home. I felt that as a 15-year-old, you can take on the world. So I left, plus I wanted to really practice and refine my English. So an English-speaking country was important to me. And I went and did an exchange year through Rotary International at Claremont High School in Southern California. And that 1 year abroad was really exciting and fun and everything I'd hoped for. There's few places that are nicer to have an exchange year than Southern California. And I made incredible friends. I loved every second of my exchange year. So when I had to leave and go back home to finish high school in Germany, I spent most of my time trying to figure out how can I go back to America. So this following summer, I went back, visited my friends, but also looked at universities and colleges because I really wanted to study in America. After that year, I felt that the US is where I want to be. So I applied to a couple universities after my senior year, got into some, didn't get into others. But in the end, I decided that the community college route was the one for me. It was accessible and initially hard to explain to my parents that community college is the way to go for me, but it was financially reasonable, plus it would prepare me for the 4-year institution as well as the first 2 years of any 4-year institution would.
And where did you go to community college?
So I went to Citrus College, which is about 20 minutes away from Claremont, California, because I knew people in Claremont that made the most sense. I looked at some of the community colleges there, and Citrus College ended up being my choice, and it was one of the better decisions I've made.
Yeah, well, Claremont also not very close to Starkville. What was the transition point for you to get from Citrus College to Mississippi State?
So very similarly as during my senior year, I was looking at a number of universities throughout the country, and during my last year in community college, I got involved with the Honor Society for Community Colleges called Phi Theta Kappa, and I was involved on a national level, and their headquarters happens to be in Jackson, Mississippi. And they have really good relationships with most of the universities in Mississippi, so Mississippi State was put on my radar through that. The recruiters here at Mississippi State did a really good job of talking to us and making sure that we're welcome at Mississippi State. And when it came to applying to universities, I figured that that'd be a good option, especially because I knew about the engineering program, and I knew that it was well respected. So I applied, just as I applied to a number of other universities, but when the decisions came back on where I got in and where I didn't get in, and when I then compared financial aid packets and what I was looking for in a university, welcoming to transfer students, welcoming to international students, all of those things that I was looking for in a university, in a transfer destination, Mississippi State ticked them off. And it was an easy choice. And then the first day I was on campus was move-in day, so I didn't have a chance to visit, but it was a good decision.
Wow, so you had not been on campus at all until you showed up to come to school here.
Yeah.
Wow, that's quite a leap of faith.
I had some people that I knew in Mississippi through Phi Theta Kappa, so I wasn't going to be away from people. Plus my roommate was also involved with me in Phi Theta Kappa on a national level, and so I figured that it can't be too bad if he chose to come here and there's people around me.
Gotcha. Well, that is certainly an interesting story. We're going to take a quick second and take a commercial break, and we'll be back in just a moment.
When you're the best, everyone wants to see what you'll do next. At Mississippi State University, our team of world-class rocket engineers is venturing beyond boundaries, building rockets like none before. We're launching a new era of space exploration. We've developed cutting-edge technology that's helping us build a rocket that can travel at 4 times the speed of sound. Fast? Yes. But more importantly, revolutionary. For you and for a space program that produces many of the conveniences we enjoy today. We're shaping your life in ways you never dreamed. What's next? Watch us and see. What drives you? What pushes you forward? Is it an appetite to be the best or a calling to make a difference? For those of us here at Mississippi State University, it's both. We're designing a future where cutting-edge hybrid technology isn't imported from overseas, but exported from our own backyard. We're working toward a day when solutions to energy independence move at 0 to 60 in 5.5 seconds and are as simple as charging a phone. A day when fuel economy and environmentally friendly are viewed as less of a compromise and look more like this. For us, turning heads in the auto industry is great, but living up to the hype is even better. That's because it's about more than simply envisioning the future. It's about getting there. And here at Mississippi State, we know just the ride to take. Imagine a helmet so protective that it transforms the safety of the game. We are at Mississippi State University, where we ring true.
Welcome back. Our guest today is Philippe Schicker, a junior majoring in mechanical engineering and a transfer student, as we've learned. And you've been here on campus for 1 semester.
Yeah, the fall semester was my first.
And I understand you just kind of jumped in and hit the ground running. What are some of the things that you've kind of gotten involved with already?
So I started off with the New Maroon Camp, and I think that was a really great way to get to know the university a week before the chaos breaks out that I think can be overwhelming for new incoming students. And that's where I made lots of friends already. And then as the semester started going, I really wanted to experience more than just my peers in my engineering classes. So I branched out into student association and was elected to one of the 2 transfer senator positions, which I think was a really great way to continue representing transfer students. And then I found it really important to continue something that I did at my community college, which was called Student Ambassadors. And here we have Roadrunners and we have Maroon VIP, kind of doing different but similar things, giving tours and representing the campus. And I decided that Maroon VIP was going to be what I identify more with.
I think most people are familiar with Roadrunners. They give the tours for prospective students. What does Maroon VIP entail?
So for everyone who isn't that prospective student but would still like to get a tour of Mississippi State, you turn to Maroon VIP, and we're housed in the Welcome Center by the Clock Museum in Barnes & Noble, and you should stop by and say hi. But we give tours, not only the walking tours that are given from Roadrunners, but we also do specialized tours. So if you're interested in touring Davis Wade Stadium, we do that. Or if you're interested in the Clock Museum, or we also do walking tours, and that ranges from alumni, returning students. We also do K through 12 outreach tours, so big groups of younger students that hopefully come to Mississippi State one of these days.
Well, not having been here on campus until you showed up for moving day, was it a bit of a learning curve to kind of learn all about the university?
Yes.
Still learning, I guess?
Yes.
Yeah.
There are plenty of times during my day or my week that I am in a place on campus that I haven't had a chance to explore, and it's always fun. Part of being a Maroon VIP member is taking a class to learn about the campus, and that's really fun. We have a booklet some light reading, and we learn about traditions and some of the history. And it's a really good time because it's a fun atmosphere while also learning about the campus. And I enjoy that a lot because I wanted to do it because I'm proud of being here and representing the campus and then showing it off to others and share that.
Yeah. And what other organizations? I know you work with the foundation as well.
Yeah, so I got the position as a foundation ambassador, and it's a student organization that acts kind of as a liaison between the student body, alumni, and the foundation. And we help with events all throughout the year with the foundation, really assisting the foundation as students, whether that is before game days and we have alumni or foundation members come back, and we just kind of are there to represent the students but also to help out the foundation.
Right.
It was important to me that as being someone dependent on scholarships here, interact with donors and share that without their contributions, I would not be here at Mississippi State, and it was really important to me to give back in that sense.
Gotcha. Well, it sounds like you're very busy from an extracurricular standpoint. What about your academics? You're majoring in mechanical engineering. What are your interests there?
So I chose mechanical engineering because I knew that I wanted to go to graduate school, and that I think mechanical engineering offers me the best foundation to really branch out in all areas that I didn't know I was interested in when I started college. And I think it was a really good decision that choosing a field that's broad enough to then be able to specialize at graduate school. Plus, if you want to go into the work field right away, I think mechanical engineering offers you a really great foundation. Yeah, so what I'm particularly interested in is the intersection of engineering and public policy. Sadly, there's not enough room in the engineering curriculum where I can do a lot of public policy or political science, but I think I'm doing a decent job of kind of branching out a little bit, and that's really what I think would be interesting in graduate school.
Yeah, I would imagine engineering is a field that affects a lot of areas, and public policy is something that you want to look at how those engineering decisions affect the public. Well, Philippe, thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
You've been a great guest, and glad to have you here from your trek from Hamburg to California and now Starkville.
Yeah, I'm super excited, and go Dogs.
Well, remember, you can follow us on social media, on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube by searching @MSU Engineering. That's all the time we have for today. Thanks for watching.